Hi everybody, it's Mercy and I'm back again with another video. I'm going to shoot this video on my iPad because I originally made the video on my video camera and I did a start to finish, including all the coloring and everything, how I put the card together and everything. But iMac has come up with a new update for the iMovie, and I can't get it to fast forward the stuff like for me coloring and stuff like that. Like, it has made the process a lot longer as opposed to how it used to be. So for that reason, I just gave up. After a few hours of trying to do it, I was like, you know what, forget it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just walk you through the card. This card is for a coworker of mine. Her birthday is tomorrow, the 20th, Martin Luther King's birthday. So I will give it to her on Tuesday and we'll celebrate with the normal Krispy Kreme donuts in the morning kind of thing. And everybody will go ahead and sign it. So I made the card by taking a 12 by 12 craft paper, Recollections craft paper. I cut it down to 6 by 12, folded it in half, and that's my base. Then here there is a black, darker brown square that is cut at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. This is a paper pad from My Mind's Eye Fine and Dandy, and I bought that pack forever ago when it was on clearance for like $1.99 or something. And I used one of those papers, and then when I colored her, I sort of made it seem like if this were the sun and the sun was coming down on her that way. So that's why the shadows are darker on this side than on the other side. And I used my normal skin coloring is E11 is the darkest color I use. Then I use the E00 and the E000. And I like to color from darkest to lightest. And I'm not Copic certified in any way, shape, or form, but that's just the way that I like to do it. Her hair is C9, C6, and C3. Again, I use the darkest color and then I just follow the hairlines. Her dress is RV, now I need the little paper that I wrote it down on. RV 95, which is the darker shadowy part right there, and then here is R81, and then her socks are R95, and then C1, which is right here, if you can tell where the shadow would be. I just colored it with C1. And then these are flowers from my hoard vault. I have a whole mess of flowers that I bought a while ago. And I hardly ever get to use them anymore because since I'm trying to make stuff for my boys' layouts really don't call for flowers. But I was loving buying them, so I bought so many. The little sentiment at the top is from My Creative Time, Many Greetings. And this is great for like everything that you have. It has like the perfect sentiment. And I just made a little banner out of it because I thought that it needed something to balance it a little bit higher up there. I took these flowers and I just made like a little tree out of it. And that's about it. I put a flower in her hair, of course. And then on the inside is finished, but I didn't put a sentiment in it because there's going to be about 10 of us who are going to be writing inside of it saying happy birthday. So we're going to need enough space for everybody to say happy birthday, hope you have a good one, and everything else. So I didn't finish on the inside with a sentiment. But I did mat it. Here is the darker brown at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. This page right here is 5.5 by 5.5. And then this one is 5 by 5, the white that we're going to write on. So that is my completed card. And it's also going to be used for challenge number 2 over on Use What You've Got Facebook group. For those of you guys who are part of it, this is my entry. And for those of you guys who aren't part of it, it's a group on Facebook trying to see if we can actually use the stuff that we've been buying. Many of us, I am totally guilty, buy a whole mess of things and then I end up bringing it home and I don't use it. It just sits there, and then when I see a good sale, I go out and I buy something else that's really on a really great sale, but I don't really ever use them. So in this one, it's sort of forcing you to stop and, you know, look at all the stuff that you already have in your scrapbook room, and go ahead and use that instead of going out and buying. That's not to say that you're not allowed to buy anything, because of course, you know, you're going to be able to buy if you really need something. In my particular case, I'm not going cold turkey. I am going to buy stuff that I need in order to complete a project. However, I'm not going to make up a project in order to excuse me buying something. You know, like some people will go ahead and they'll be like, oh, I really want this paper, and oh, I'll go ahead and I'll make this with it. But they had never even planned to make the project to begin with. So I really need to get the scrapbook layouts done, and then this birthday card had to be done. So anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off. If you would like to join our Facebook group, just go ahead over to Facebook, and it is Use What You've Got Crafty Edition, if you guys want to join in. Okay, well, I hope you guys like. Please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.